Hello, hello, hello. Happy Thursday, everybody. How are you doing today? So glad we are here to talk about keto and how it relates to balancing hormones for weight loss using cycle syncing. So, before we dive into understanding keto, why are you here? So as moms, we often find ourselves struggling to juggle all the stuff we have to do, all our responsibilities. And that leaves us with little time for self-care and healthy habits. So I'm glad that you're taking this opportunity to come on and learn about some things that you can do to improve your self-care and health. But, often when we try to improve our health, it just ends up not working for us long term. And the potential reason that these healthy habits we start don't work is because we often overdo them or we don't listen to our bodies. Similarly to what I talked about last week with intermittent fasting, keto can also be cycled through your month because I'm betting if you've tried keto, that's what happened, right? You tried to install a healthy habit of keto, of having less carbs, and you did it for a while, but then you did something like eating a lot of carbs one day or something, and then you decided, I can't do this anymore, and you stopped, right? Well, maybe that is okay for you to go ahead and eat carbs. So, that's just kind of understanding that. So, why are you here? Right? You're here to learn about healthy habits because you are deserving of love, you're deserving of care, and you're deserving of achieving your health goals without guilt. So no matter what size you are or what has happened in your past, you are worthy of caring for yourself. So let's kind of talk about keto along the lines of caring for yourself using a lower carb diet style for some times of the month, right? So, keto can complement your efforts and give you changes in your body that you're wanting. So what exactly is ketosis? In simple terms, it's a metabolic state where your body shifts from using glucose as its primary energy source to burning fat for fuel. And that's kind of what we want, right? We would like our body to use the fat we already have, and instead of, adding more on. Well, often the only way to do that is to not have the glucose in your body so that you can start using the fat. So we do that by, adopting a low carb, moderate protein, high fat diet that triggers the ketosis, right? And there are some benefits to being in ketosis. So first benefit is that it promotes effective weight loss. And how does that happen? It encourages your body to use the stored fat for energy. And as you use that fat, you lose it, which brings you closer to your natural weight without feeling deprived or restricted because you're satisfied because you're eating the fats, right? Second benefit is it helps with hormone balance. So you have a stressful life and that causes hormones to get out of balance, right? We have all the cortisol that's pumping through and causing you to be out of balance. But the low carb, high fat diet can help stabilize your hormones so you experience fewer mood swings and regain your energy. Ketosis can also enhance mental clarity and focus because you'll nourish your brain with healthy fats, and that will improve your cognitive function, making it easier to get through your day. But again, now we want to talk about, I've done it, I've done ketosis, I've tried it, you want to make sure that you're doing it in a right way so that you're not hurting your body, right? Because if you go off of carbs for a very long time, it can start to impact your body. Now, because you're a woman, it impacts it more. A man can probably stay on ketosis longer because it's not as important for him to have the carbs for the hormone shifts that he's getting, right? But for you, it as a woman, it is more important because your cycle shifts and has different hormones throughout the month, and you want to support creating those. First mistake is relying on processed keto-friendly foods. There are many convenient options out there. Just kind of be cautious when you're seeing something that's labeled keto-friendly. There's often like hidden sugar somewhere, unhealthy additives, different types of sugar alternatives that actually still end up spiking your insulin because your body has the taste first, and your body reacts to the taste of the sugar in creating the insulin. So next is ignoring hydration. So drinking water is essential when you're doing any kind of diet, but especially in ketosis, because your body will release excess water along with the stored glycogen. It needs the fluids to process and remove the fat. So make sure to drink plenty of water to support your overall health. The third mistake is neglecting micronutrients. It's essential to have a variety in your diet. Don't focus only on the fats and the proteins. Make sure you're including fresh vegetables and fruits to meet your micronutrient needs. Now, I understand that if you're trying to do something in ketosis, then you're trying to get to a certain or below a certain carb amount. And yes, vegetables have some carbs, fruit has more carbs. So you are wanting to pay attention to those, but if you are hungry, it's better to eat fresh fruits and vegetables than it is to go off and eat some kind of processed thing that says it's keto friendly, because your body uses all those micronutrients that are in those fruits and vegetables. Your body will keep asking for stuff if it doesn't have what it needs. So you may eat something that says it's keto friendly, but doesn't have what your body's asking for. So, consider what your body's asking for, kind of look around. What kind of looks good? Do you need vitamin C? Are you looking at an orange and going, I think I need an orange? Or are you looking at kale because your body needs vitamin K, right? I mean, just kind of, look at what your body's drawn to for fresh fruits and vegetables instead of going, okay, I just need to eat, because your body's asking for something for a reason. Number 4 is overdoing protein. So while protein is important, consuming too much can interfere with ketosis. So stick to the moderate protein intake to maintain fat burning. Again, it depends on your body. Some people need more protein than others. Consider if you feel like you're satisfied. If you're not, then you may need more protein. So serving size, right? Palm of your hand for protein is usually a serving size. If you have, say been fasting and you're also on keto, you may need larger than that for the 1 or 2 meals that you're having during the day if you're doing fasting along with keto. So just consider that when you're looking at your protein intake. But yeah, if you were to do, what people used to do on the Atkins diet, right? They would just go and they would eat, a couple hamburgers, and they'd eat a couple pieces of bacon and maybe a couple more, or some eggs. And yes, so that is getting you the protein and fat, but is it something where you're overeating, or are you eating to satisfy? And the final mistake is not listening to your body, right? I mean, every person's unique. And what works for one may not work for another. So pay attention to your body signals and adjust your approach based off those signals. And you may need to start with a standard amount, like 20 to 50 grams of carbohydrates a day and 40 to 70 grams of protein, and then the rest being fats, right? But over time, as your hormones start to balance, you'll get the signal that you're hungry and the signal that you're full. And that could be different from the typical ranges that people tell you when they say what you should eat when you're trying to be in ketosis, right? It's going to be different for everybody. Another way to test, of course, is to get one of the test strips that test your sugar, test your ketones, right? You can also use that to kind of see if you're in those ranges. But if you are hungry, then you should eat. And if you're not willing to eat a carrot when you're hungry, then you're probably not actually hungry, right? So, I mean, just kind of consider, it's like if you're not willing to go and get something fresh fruit and vegetable wise, right? Then you're probably not actually hungry, because that's usually where your body's asking for something. Or if your body's saying, I need more, protein of some kind, right? Listen to your body. So that's keto. The wonderful thing is you may have tried keto and had some success, and then life crept in and the keto stopped. The great thing is that maybe life was supposed to creep in there and stop the keto, because you can get the benefits of ketosis from the days that you decide you want to be on a keto diet. You do not have to lose the benefits, because you can cycle into different eating styles. Your body, especially as a woman, needs different eating styles, because that's how we evolved. Sometimes there was fruits, sometimes there was protein, right? Sometimes we were fasting. So, I mean, just kind of see that your body has a rhythm and a cycle. And when you start to, eat with that cycle, that's when your body starts to get in sync. And then you start to, get closer to what your body thinks is the right place for you to be. And that's kind of been the missing, piece all along. We all kind of learned about these different eating styles, but then we thought we failed because we couldn't keep going, right? Whether that's with keto, with the fasting, with, any kind of, seed cycling or anything. Our bodies just do well cycling through different eating styles. So when we nourish our bodies with the right foods, then we kind of restore our hormones, and then we feel more balanced and we get more energy throughout the day. And remember, it's not about restriction, perfectionism, or guilt. It's about embracing the lifestyle that makes you feel wonderful and alive. And if you're new to keto, then and you want a place to start, then I do have a 10-day sugar detox course that can kind of help you break through the sugar cravings and then start to, get you closer to the idea and understanding of how to do keto for life, for the times that it's best in your cycle. So comment, email, message me if you want a link to that program. So you're not alone on this journey. I'm here to help you, be your cheerleader, your confidant, and guide you so we can celebrate your progress and support your growth. You are worthy of love, happiness, and vibrant health. So next Thursday will be a recorded video. We'll be moving my daughter into her dorm room next week. So I will see you when I go live again the Thursday after. Have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye.